So you're thinking about moving to Baltimore? That's great. Today we're going to explore some of our favorite neighborhoods in and around Baltimore City so that when you're ready to make a move here, you can be educated about what the different neighborhood amenities and situations and the type of housing that you can expect to find in each area look like. Let's check it out.
So if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Baltimore and moving to Baltimore, hit that notification bell, subscribe below, so you can be current on everything that's going on here in the Baltimore, Maryland market.
People like you reach out to us every single day via email, text message, and direct message asking us what it's like to live in and around Baltimore and what they need to do to have the right steps in place to make the cross-country move. If this is you, we'd love to connect, whether it's 9 days from now or 90 days from now that you're planning on moving here. We'd love to be a resource for you during that time. Please reach out anytime, and today let's check out some of our favorite areas.
Columbia was founded in 1967 by James Rouse, who envisioned a new kind of city that would avoid the problems associated with suburban sprawl and promote a better quality of life for its residents. Rouse aimed to create a community that would foster racial, religious, and economic diversity. Out of this vision, Columbia was meticulously planned with a focus on integrating residential, commercial, and recreational spaces. Columbia consists of 10 villages, each with its own unique character and amenities. The villages include Wild Lake, Harper's Choice, Oakland Mills, Long Reach, Owen Brown, Town Center, Hickory Ridge, Dorsey's Church, King's Contrivance, and River Hill. One of the hallmarks of Columbia is its extensive network of open spaces, parks, and also the trails. The community was designed to incorporate green spaces throughout, providing residents with easy access to nature and outdoor activities. Columbia is known for its diverse population with residents from various racial, ethnic, and socioeconomic backgrounds. The community was intentionally designed to be inclusive and welcoming to all.
Columbia is served by the Howard County Public School System, which is renowned for its high-quality education. There's a reason parents search specifically for the schools in this county. Many of them are nationally ranked. The area also has several private schools and is home to Howard Community College. Columbia has excellent healthcare facilities, including Howard County General Hospital, which is where, fun fact, Chloe was born, my daughter, and it's part of the Johns Hopkins Medicine Network. The Columbia Association, or CA, as you'll see on a lot of listings when you're searching in this area, manages many of the community's amenities, including recreational facilities, pools, tennis courts, golf courses, and over 100 miles of pathways and trails. CA offers a variety of programs and services for residents of all ages. These are many times opt-in and allow residents access to all of these available amenities. The mall in Columbia is a regional shopping center that features a wide range of retail stores, restaurants, entertainment options. It makes it a real central hub for shopping and date nights. A renowned outdoor concert venue located in Symphony Woods, Merriweather hosts a variety of musical performances and cultural events throughout the year. Close by, find Merriweather District, which is a playground for kids and adults alike with open grassy areas, restaurants, retail, and mixed-use office space, along with residences. In the middle of the town, you'll find a man-made lake in the town center. Lake Kimaquati is a popular spot for walking, picnicking, and paddle boating. Columbia has two well-known festivals each year. I think we'll both find which one is my favorite. First is the Columbia Festival of the Arts, which is a multidisciplinary arts festival that features performances, exhibitions, and workshops across various art forms. And the second, ding, 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 is Wine in the Woods. It's a popular wine festival held in Symphony Woods, and it showcases Maryland wineries and hosts live entertainment.
Columbia is very well connected via major highways such as Interstate I-95, Route 29, and Route 32, making it easy to travel to Baltimore, DC, and other nearby areas. Families who have commutes going in opposite directions to, say, Baltimore and DC, for example, find Columbia to be a nice middle ground. The area is served by Howard Transit buses and their commuter routes to nearby cities. Additionally, the MARC train, which is a service that provides rail connections to Baltimore and Washington, DC. Columbia offers a wide range of housing options, including single-family homes, townhomes, apartments, and condos. The housing styles vary vastly by village, reflecting the diverse character of the community. The community aims to provide housing for various income levels, in keeping with James Rouse's vision of economic diversity through the highly rated schools and the proximity to amenities and keeping those prices very stable. Let's explore a few options in the Columbia area. Okay guys, we're here in Columbia, and this is a townhome that is roughly mid 500s, right? So that's fairly priced. It's 4 bedrooms, it's 2.5 bathrooms, so that's pretty good. It has a garage, which is also a plus, and it's almost 2,000 square feet. So I want to take you around this one and show you what I like and don't like. This is built actually fairly recently too, built in 2018. So this cluster that I'm in here, you know, it's not the most up to date, but it's also not super out of date either. You will find a lot of older homes in Timonium, especially older townhomes in Timonium, that have a lot of wear on them, so they need a lot of upkeep and updating. This one's not. So let's take a look at that, and we're going to start with the garage. So we come in, hit the front door here, and then you have your garage. This is a single car garage, okay? So essentially, you know, one car, if you have like a big truck or something like that, you're probably going to take up the entire space, but this is essentially what we've got down here. Just a foyer, there's a closet, and this is where the mechanicals are, in there. And then we have this back room. So technically this is a bedroom because we have a window, we also have a door, but then we also have a closet, right? So you can get actually directly outside from this. So you could actually maybe rent this out, rent a room. But that's pretty nice. This is a large room, especially in Columbia. The townhomes here are much wider. The townhomes here are much wider than maybe some of the other ones, especially like the ones we've shown you in Baltimore and downtown in the city, like in Federal Hill, Canton, Fells Point. They're, you know, much more wide here, more normal to what you're seeing across the country. So this one is 3 floors, right? So you come in on the bottom floor where we came in just a second ago. That's where the garage is. That room, which is technically, I guess, a basement. And then your main living area is on the 2nd floor, that's pretty cool. However, if you're maybe an older person or somebody that has a hard time using stairs and you want a townhome, then that might not be the best situation for you. But if you can handle that, it can be pretty beneficial because look, you get a huge area, right? So there's our stairs up and down. We have a half bathroom there. We have 2 bright windows. We're carpeted in here. You know, this is like the carpet when I was growing up in my parents' house. This like light brown. And there's a lot of brown in here, but the cabinets and all that, I don't mind. I'd probably make a little bit of a lighter carpet, but if you did that and painted the walls a little bit lighter, it would feel much more airy in here and probably more modern looking and feeling than what it is now. But this is nice hardwood floors. They're not vinyl. We have a nice deck out there, a walk-in pantry over there. This is a really nice kitchen. Those are granite countertops. They're not, the cabinets aren't like the bottom of the barrel. They're actually pretty nice. They're not soft close, but they're pretty nice. It's nice to have a different vibe than all white all the time, I think, but that's just me. Good news is this backs right up to the back there, so there's no one behind you. Nice deck. It is a wood deck, it's not Trex, but it does have vinyl there. It has a vinyl privacy section as well. So in terms of like, you know, being big enough for potentially like a family, or you're looking to start a family, or you're wanting to have some roommates, or whatever your situation may be, this is a pretty wide open kitchen. The ceilings are high, right? I can't touch the ceiling. I can't jump and touch. I could probably jump and touch the ceiling, but It's a really nice open floor plan. So you could actually sit right here at the bar, make it like a little bar area, right? If you want to have some breakfast or quick dinner. And then your living space is right here. You can put your TV over here, right? Or you can put it on that wall or that wall. And then having the bathroom there is really nice. Now there is no bathroom in the basement, so that room, that's a problem for that. You have to go up 2 flights of stairs to get to a bathroom, or well, 1 flight to get to a bathroom, but 2 to get to a shower. All right, so let's take a look upstairs. This is a very well-maintained home. Most of these newer ones, at least from the last handful of years, are in this good of condition for the most part. Very rarely do you see ones that are, you know, needing a ton of work. But I come up here, I have our primary master suite behind me, washer dryer, and 2 rooms and a bathroom. So we come up here, our bathroom there, laundry here, right? Especially when you're all the way up here, you don't want that all the way in the 3rd floor. And then just a very regular bathroom, pretty standard, in really good condition. And then 2 rooms. They're not the biggest rooms, right? But they're adequate. You can get probably a full bed in here. A queen would be a very tight squeeze in both of these. But these are meant to be like for kids, essentially. Or just, you know, maybe 1 roommate, 1 is an office, stuff like that. So that is the downside to some of these builds. As they try to cram all this stuff in, you do have that situation there with smaller bedrooms. But it's not the worst thing, especially if you're using it for a kid. There's no recessed lighting in here, but you can kind of see what we're working with. Plenty of room for a king-size bed in here. Ceilings are pretty high. Everything's in really good condition. It really honestly looks like it's barely lived in. But, and then a nice walk-in closet there, right? If you're going to have smaller rooms, you should at least get a really nice walk-in closet, in my opinion. But, and then here's the bathroom. Standard. Sliding glass. It is a tub, so it's not a walk-in shower or anything, but again, it's in extremely good condition. I would deem this condition to be basically like it's a brand new build. It looks like it's been barely lived in at all. So that is pretty much it. There is an attic in these. It is not a pull down, it's a movable tile space within the master closet there. But if you're looking for openness and things like that in some of the newer builds here, this is essentially what you're going to be spending around in the mid, well, I'd say from the low 5s to the mid to high 5s, depending on when the year was, when it was built. But let's take a look at some of the other properties that we have here in Columbia. We are in Columbia at a condo, so condos are very prevalent in the Columbia area. Columbia is very populated, so you'll see a ton of condos. This one is priced at $300,000. It's 2 bed, 2 bath, about 1,200 square feet, so that's really good. It's one of our listings. So I'll take you around through here and kind of show you what you've got. I'm right here in the foyer, in the hallway, and spin around. So we're right here, come in. We have a bedroom in here. Pretty nice. This is a 1st floor, so that is also very nice, especially if you can't do stairs, right? A lot of updates to this home. Need some painting, but there is a lot to like. So we're going here. This is the hallway bath. Oop. It's a full bathroom. Very nice shower. Rainfall, nicely tiled. Nice tile in here. We'll come over here into the primary suite. So a lot of natural light coming in, which is really nice. You love to see that. I'm not a fan of the yellow, but that's okay. King size bed can fit adequately here. Have our vanity right here with some nice stone. And then come in here. This is our bathroom. Has a nice soaking tub, right? And then a nice big shower head, tiled, all updated in here very nicely. Okay, so we've got a lot of updates here for a townhome. And then we have a walk-in closet, or excuse me, for a condo. And then we have a walk-in closet, which does bend around a little bit. Whoop. So both of them are on the front, both the bedrooms are on the front, which is nice. Facing the sunlight, also good. This one backs up to a forest conservation, so there's nobody behind you, which is nice. And then we're into our living and dining space. Nice accent wall, blue, very nice. Floors are updated. And then there's a fireplace, which is really nice. That's beautiful. Nice stone, tiling, right? A lot of living space in here. We're going to come around here, see what it backs up there. A little walking path. And then there's another breakfast nook. And our navy blue kitchen with upgraded cabinets, granite countertops, nice TV. It's pretty nice. All the appliances are updated. You can see the level of detail here. It's very nice in these cabinets. It's like a rope type. Little coffee bar there. Some tiling. It's very nice. So for $300,000, that's pretty good. You know, if you're looking for one floor living, and this one's even on the bottom, which is an added bonus, this is essentially what you're going to get. There's varying styles of these condos here in Columbia, but also varying ages. So some of the older ones can be a little bit lower priced. Then you have some of the newer ones that are approaching the $400,000 mark. So it just depends on the HOA. So you can't get all hell bent on just what the sticker price is. You do have to look at the HOA fees, the condo fees, and see what they are, and then what also they provide and what they get for you. So if it doesn't do anything, you don't have a pool or anything, like hopefully the price is a little bit lower. You're not spending a ton of money, just willy-nilly. So let's go to the next one and see if that one could be a fit for you. All right, we're in our last home in Columbia, and this is in the mid 800s. It's 4 beds, 3.5 baths, about 3,200 square feet, give or take. And it's not the most updated, but it's also not out of date, right? So Columbia, the prices are just higher, right? We have a very short distance to DC and all the jobs that come with living with working around the DC area. And then it's only a quick drive over to Baltimore as well. So it's like a 25, 30-minute drive into Baltimore. So the convenience factor is a huge thing when you're living in the Columbia area. And then to further that point, the schools are very sought after according to niche.com. And if you just go around and talk to folks, people will say that. That's what they tend to say. So let's take a look through this home. I'll show you some of the things that I like and some of the things I don't like, some of the things I would maybe want to look out for, and then we'll wrap up this video. One thing to note is if you're looking in these areas, we do have properties that are off market. So if you're looking for properties that aren't on Zillow, aren't on the MLS, all those types of things, we do have a lot of those. So if you want to get on our list for those properties, make sure you book a call today about that, and we'll discuss that process and how that works. Because it's a lot different than just logging onto the internet or getting on your phone and opening up an app, okay? But let's take a look through here and see what we've got. So we're in the front door here, and then we just got a nice little coat closet, blah, blah, blah. This is essentially what we're looking at. More of a traditional style home. Ceilings aren't super high, they're not low, but the good news is that they do have a lot of crown molding around them, right? So that's nice to see. It's not just a flat, you know, little piece of drywall. The roof or the ceiling is textured. It's not like a popcorn ceiling, but it's textured. We do have a lot of natural light coming in here. This is probably the formal living room, just because of how this is situated. It's not as it doesn't have like that open floor plan. So this would be all open if it was an open floor plan, but does have hardwood floors throughout, which is nice to see. And then we get into the dining area, right? A lot of natural light coming in with like, it's not technically a bay window, but it's like a cornered window here. So you do get a lot of natural light. One thing to note is that with a lot of natural light coming in like this, probably having a rug, an area rug would be a good idea of some sort, just to, you know, save and preserve the wood floors so they get all the light there. But very nicely painted and everything. The molding, notice how all the molding goes throughout in every room. But now we are in the kitchen here. A little bit of an older style, right? It's not the largest kitchen, but it definitely has a good look to it, I think. Right? A little coffee bar over here. Pantry. The island is a little bit small. That's the only thing I don't like. And it's only because the door to the basement, which is finished, is right here. So you can't have it out too long, and that's where your hallway is. So otherwise you'd be running right into it, into the hallway, which is not good. So then we have an outdoor screened-in porch. We'll get out there in a sec. And then this is our living room, which is nice. It's a nice shape, good enough to have, you know, like a sectional or anything like that. I don't like when these living rooms are so, they're shaped in more of like a rectangle as opposed to a square like this one, because that way, then it feels like a hallway, right? So here it feels more like a natural room, and you can put the TV up there, that kind of thing. Really nice. One thing that it does do that I don't personally like is that it opens up to the garage. So the living room right into the garage is not ideal. I would like to have this be like at least a mud room of sorts so that you can separate the two, but that's what you get. And then we have the nice screened-in porch here, which is all really nice. Here in Columbia, you are a little bit closer to your neighbors as opposed to maybe some other areas, maybe like in Falston or some places in Harford County or the Hereford zone. But everything has been painted. All the screens work. They have a nice door. You can walk down. All very nice. All the homes are very much nice and large in this community. So, a lot of curb appeal. All right, so, a lot of natural light again. So the good is a lot of crown molding. Good, also the living room. The bad, the ceilings aren't as high, but they are also textured, and the kitchen is a little bit on the smaller side. So let's go up here, see how the bathroom situation is, and see, are the rooms big enough? Is it really a 4-bed? So let's take a look into the primary. So we have a nice vaulted ceiling here. Hardwoods. These hardwoods are a little bit darker than the woods downstairs. A lot of good natural light coming in. Nice walk-in closet. Ceiling fan. So I do like the walk-in closet, right? Boom, there's a light. It's a pretty good size, right? Pretty good size. All right, and then here's the bathroom. So this is one of the downfalls of living in Columbia. Paying a pretty high price and not have that many updates in your home. This is certainly nice. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes you feel like you might get a little bit more. But it's due to the size, it's due to the area, it's due to the proximity to other things, etc. It does have a nice big tub with a good view. All right. And then we're going to come out here to the hallway. And then here's the other bathroom. This is the hallway bathroom. So this definitely needs to be updated. It's certainly original. I did replace the shower head, but it's definitely an original bathroom. All right, and then this is a back bedroom. Good size, good closet space. This is solid, nice fan. Wow, this room is, I guess this would be like a guest room, as they say, but depending on how many kids or how many people you have living in the home, it's pretty large. Again, we still have crown molding, which is good. It's all throughout the home. And then this is our final bedroom. All right, so a lot to like, but also would like to see the bathrooms updated and that kind of thing. Let's check out the basement and see what's down there, if that has anything special about it. Okay, we're here in the basement. This is actually a really big basement, and I like this. I'll show you why. Huge area for potentially a projector or just a, essentially a man cave or man zone. This is huge. This is very big. So this is a huge selling point for this home. So this would be a reason that I would want it. It's got very nice vinyl LVP flooring. We have outdoor walkout access, which is really nice. We have all of our laundry down here and our mechanicals, right? Then we also have, essentially it's a bedroom. Now, it is a window, but I don't know if it's a window you could actually get out of, but it has a closet and it has a full bathroom. So you come in here and you got a full bath. It needs to be updated. But for a third full, I mean, that's pretty good, especially in a basement. When we come out here, back into the room, It's a walk-in closet, but you can kind of see just how big this is. Okay. All right, that's the basement. So this thing is pretty nice. I mean, this is a huge, again, it's a huge selling point for the home. Gives it a lot more space, a lot more ability to do different things. You know, you don't feel so cramped, especially if you have a larger family. So that's all good. But that's all that we've got for you and everyone watching here in Columbia. Hope you enjoyed Columbia today. A lot of different price points and a lot of reasons why a lot of people that move here to Maryland choose Columbia and its surrounding area. So whether it's 9 days or 90 days or anything in between, give us a call, shoot us a text, or better yet, book a call, and that way we can get together and get started on your journey here, either in Baltimore or any of the surrounding areas around Baltimore and Columbia. I'm Mike Mislinski. She's Kelly Shewitt. We're with the W Home Group of Next Step Realty. We look forward to making your transition in and around Baltimore as smooth as possible. Make sure you check out our other videos on the surrounding areas, downtown, Baltimore County, Harford County, Howard County, and everywhere else. And we'll catch you next time.